Welcome back, guys, and happy 2018. It's time for an update on the system, so let's get into it. The 180 is doing great. Not a lot has changed up here, maybe a few pieces of coral um, here and there. The most recent fish additions were the powder blue tang and the fairy wrasse that you'll see sort of coming in and out of the screen here. A lot of growth on this Monty cap. If you remember, I had an issue with a alkalinity swing that crushed the Monties, and you'll see, I'll show you the green one in a minute. Both of them have bounced back. Actually, I need to frag the orange cap. LPS are doing great. Corals generally are doing great. There's, a couple of pieces here and there have been experiencing some die-off. But generally speaking, just sort of overall, the 180 is doing great. I haven't changed anything really. I haven't made any major additions or subtractions from the tank. It's just sort of been on autopilot for the winter. Just keeping the sand bed clean, the glass clean, and the fish fed is essentially it. Nothing major has changed. Just giving you a look here at the top of the flow from the two gyres. Corals have grown. I've had to up my kalkwasser dosage a little bit just to deal with coral growth. And you'll see here the Monty cap has totally bounced back from whatever die-off it experienced. I actually probably should frag it at some point. A lot of plating is happening. But, just giving you a quick look here. Corals, fish, everybody is fine. Like I said, no major changes for probably the last 3 or 4 months. A couple of frags here and there, a few little pieces of SPS, but no major purchases. There's my little hippo tang. That's my favorite fish. She just is super shy. I moved, and if you've been following along, I moved a couple of the tangs downstairs. I'll show you that when we go downstairs. But overall, 180 doing really well. No major changes. Alkalinity sits at like 8.5. Calcium just over 400. I could probably do for some testing. I test alkalinity every day with the Hannah checker, but I haven't tested calcium or magnesium in a while. So maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Doing small water changes once a week. But, all in all, tank is doing really well. Haven't changed the lights, haven't changed anything. And then this guy over here, and we're getting some afternoon sun through these windows. These windows face southwest. So the corals are all puffed up, enjoying the sun's rays here coming through these windows. It's, we're in western New York in January, so not a ton of light, but generally this tank is doing really well as well. This is mostly soft corals in here, a couple of pieces of LPS, the Scully. You can see the light coming through the window there, just after 1:30 in the afternoon. In here, fish, corals doing great. No major issues in here as well. I got some pests, some Aiptasia, little cyanobacteria. I don't do a lot with this tank, just keep the glass clean. But just really enjoy having the two tanks in the living room. Both of them are pretty low maintenance. I just clean the glass, that's essentially it. Once a day, walk around with the magnet and just keep the glass algae free. So yeah, that's what's going on upstairs. I'll take you guys downstairs and show you what's going on down there. And here you see the 420-gallon tank up and running, doing great. Some of the fish came from upstairs. I'll sort of just give you a quick walk around. I mean, it's hard to really get a feel for how big this tank is. It's 8 feet long, 30 inches wide, 34 inches tall. Here's the sort of the back shot of the fish room. This will all be a separate room at some point. We're just not there yet. But the fish are doing great in here. There's not a lot going on, just some snails, some hermits, some conchs. I just kind of set this tank up and keep the fish fed, and that's it. I don't do anything. Keep this ice Move the sand around with the LG scraper once in a while. Feed the fish every day. They're fat and happy. Here's a shot of the stand. But really, once I plumbed this thing in and turned it on, filled it up and turned it on, I have not done much with it. Kind of give you a shot of the fish room here. If you've seen my other videos, nothing's really changed. I rewired down here. I don't know if I did that in a video or not, but my dad and I ran two 20 amp circuits to this area just to clean up a lot of the power strips and whatnot, so that was nice. And here's a back shot of the stand. I made the stand wider than the tank is, so there's a platform frag tank, doing fine, not much in there. Just kind of giving you a look around, and you can actually walk up. This is my favorite part of this tank, is getting up above and looking down. You can see the fish swimming around, and I look forward to the day when this thing is just chock full with fish. Here's a look at the drains. It runs really quietly. And then one max spec gyre XF250 just for circulation. Here's the lights. It was cheap. I used my Reef Bright and two Home Depot floodlights, basically. There's my Kalkwasser that I dose with the Jabo dosing pump, sort of my plumbing. There's the refugium, Jabo doser, the main sump area. One issue I've been dealing with is heat. I'm looking at some options, and I'd be interested in hearing from people who are heating large tanks. Here's my top off. I've been adding Kalkwasser to the top off as well, just to keep up with alkalinity demand. I'm thinking about using my hot water tank to heat the tank, and if anyone has any experience with that, by all means reach out and let me know, because I'm looking to get into doing that just to save. I'm running so many heaters right now. But generally, you know, nothing crazy has changed. Just enjoying the tanks this winter. I haven't done a lot, haven't added a lot. But as always, if you've got questions, feel free to reach out, comment, and whatnot. And yeah, that's it. That's my update. Hit me up with your questions if you have them, with comments. Give me likes, subscriptions, whatnot. And I'll talk to you guys soon.